It isn't New York City, but in Iowa City, a debate is brewing over a new development and the look of their skyline. What's at stake? More student housing and more space for shopping.
Fox 28 News reporter Gabriela Vidal joins us live from Iowa City tonight with the sticking points for city leaders. Gabby?
Karen and Christopher, city leaders approved the rezoning of Pentacrest Garden Apartments in the fall. That's the building you can kind of see over my shoulder right now. That rezoning will allow developers to build up to 8 stories, but now the city is going back and forth on how many more stories can be added to the project.
It's the right project for the right site.
Project lead Robert Decker says there's a lot of community support for the 15-story multi-use housing project, but not everyone on the council supports it.
The height is excessive. The mass scale, height, etc. is excessive, needs to be scaled down and built incrementally over a longer period of time.
The mayor says each building shouldn't go over 12 stories.
The question facing our community is whether we want to compromise on a potential $200 million project over 3 stories.
Developers say adding 3 more stories is more cost effective and will provide more student housing off campus.
Right now, the city of Iowa City is at about 2% in terms of vacancy. We need to get some more slack in that housing market so we can have lower rent prices. And this project has the opportunity to add approximately 1,000 new beds.
But it's not just about the height. Undecided council members question how the developers will accommodate thousands of students who will want to live there. They also haven't seen what the final product will look like.
They can't formally vote to grant that height right now because there is not a design that has been presented to staff for them to vote on.
But Decker says his team doesn't want to start designing if they don't know how high they can go.
We'll pull the trigger, if you will, on design when we have a level of comfort that warrants moving that forward.
The developers also need to present a plan to include affordable housing within the project. It's a requirement by city code before a final decision can be made on how many stories to be built. Covering the corridor in Iowa City, Gabriela Vidal, Fox 28 News.